ここは負けられない一番人気5
番 Hello everyone. Today's just gonna be another parent stream. Just probably gonna try to get through 5 of them, not including this one. Like 5 more after this. It should take about 2 hours, hopefully. Closing in on... I think this is like the 37th run. So hopefully by the end of today, I get to like 45. I'll probably have more time. Might try to shoot for 50 today. Do I have a placeholder vodka? Yeah, I have one with Nimble Nav, 3-star power, 2-star mile right now. But, like, I would want one with at least straightaway Spirit or Uma stand. But we have gotten one that I can kind of use. But it's kind of just, I don't know. At this point, I feel like I'm not playing another game. Yesterday's boxing runs also didn't go that well. Or at least like they weren't better than the 900 wit one I currently have. So it's... I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get a boxing before the CM. CM starts in 3 days? Ooh, not gonna hit 600s. Every time there's explosions, I always get like distracted from trying to hit all 600s. I ended up putting Air Shakur back in my deck because sometimes when the runs miss it, like I'd rather guarantee that I have straightaway Spirit. Because like I'd say like 1 in 6 runs I would miss the spurt, which was a little too high for me to feel comfortable with. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit 600s. I don't think my stats are good enough to beat the Unity final. I lost a lot of races in this run, unfortunately. I might put like guts if I do this. Yeah, surely we hit on stream. Actually, we hit here and then I don't have to stream anymore. Alright, I'm just gonna give up on this. But I think I lost the derby, I lost one of the miles. This run was really bad for Affinity. Yeah, 1.8. Okay, Winter Runner. Just buy these, buy spurts. I think I can afford that. Double circle that. Where is Uma Stan? Okay, that's good enough. Actually, we'll buy Sympathy. Let's see. Honestly, not as bad as like other ones I've seen. Yeah, 14 wins though is so low. Usually I only lose like 1 mile run. Am I gonna get Shinoyo? No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is probably my best vodka, but this vodka I didn't even get Spurt or Uma Stand from Inspirations. But it's fine, even if I got it, I probably wouldn't have sparked it. But this is probably the best one I have right now. This is probably better for like Nimble Nav or Tamamo Cross. But I ended up taking out Daring Strike just because, like, even though it's a 40% chance to inherit it, the five race bonus I get from the card isn't enough to like afford it. Holy runs. I'm like a third of the way through how many. I think I'm gonna stop at 100. And we'll just use the vodka that I just showed. Because I don't think I can do it for more than 100. After this, I'm gonna do Ryan, which will probably be like... I'll probably give 100 runs to Ryan. It's a lot easier when I'm doing solo ace. Since I don't have to do the... like, I can fine-tune the exact sparks I'm looking for. Oh, I need to start building my double blockers. So I think I'm gonna give up on... upgrading my Bakshin, or upgrading my... my sprint team, and just go for the 2 debuffers that I need to make. Just get like hesitant. Probably just need like hesitant front, hesitant pace from, and like mid race, and that should be good enough for my blockers. So I think that's what all my borrows are gonna go into. I don't really wanna. I'm kind of over the sprint CM. Like, you just put in more effort to lose to somebody with like 400 wit and turbo sprint. You wish the threshold was 1,000 instead? I wouldn't say there's like a threshold on power. Just loses on team trial, but yeah, the team trial boxing that I was using during like the sprint rooms, like the team trials boxing didn't even have plancha, and like it scammed some of the rooms off of a turbo sprint, which was just like that's I don't know. I felt like people, you know, you put effort to build it, and then you just lose to no stopping me turbo sprint. Oh, you mean for the inheritance? Oh, I don't think I. Let me check. Oh no, I didn't add. Whoops. I forgot to ping. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Mant will make it a lot easier. It's just awkward. I mean, Mant is also just like, it's awkward because it's longer and you can't really. I guess you can chase hints. Like dropping 1 race isn't the end of the world for a hint. Mant is for ace runs. It's also for parent runs. You get just significantly more affinity out of parents than Mant, but all of your parents have to come from Mant in order to take advantage of it. Unless they give us the Grandmaster's affinity changes. Yeah, all of your parents have to come from there. So, like, for example, for the Tendosho Spring, I don't think I'm going to... I'm not going to remake all of my parents. Once I finish the Dirt Parents, or once I finish the Ryan, I'm going to move on to building it onto an opera in Unity for the Tendosho Spring, and then the entirety of Man will just be running my Umas. What if they end of service tomorrow? True. What if for their 5th anniversary they're actually just announcing that they're going to shut down the game? Alright, let me turn on my agenda before I forget to do the hopeless stakes. No, the fifth anniversary is in 2 weeks. It's on the 24th. I think the new scenario is on the 17th. I think they just tweeted out the new scenario. Let me see. Oh, that's right. I thought I saw that it was coming out on the 17th. Yeah, never mind. I just dreamt that up, I guess. No, the new scenario should come out on the 24th. Plans to remake Parents in Man eventually. I mean, yeah, like, if you wanted to sweat out Parents, like, you would just have to do it all in Man. But most of the time, like you're running the same races that, like, an Ace run would run. So, like, your Ace run would also have really good race affinity. It's just, like, harder to grab skills you won't have. But a parent with, like, all of the, like, main white sparks is still pretty good. Like, you'd still run a parent that has, you know, corner adept. I don't know what other mainstays are there. I can only think of corner adept right now. Like tail held high, playtime's over. Like if those sparked onto from your ace, then you would still run it as a parent. Yeah, going through this grind, like I really hope that we get some quality of life for parent making. It's just so weird to me that, like, or at least a lot of discourse I see on like why global is so jobbers because people don't do parents. And it's like on this acceleration, like telling someone to do 150 runs with no like help. Wow, I got Highlander from Rice Shower. Yeah, like JP has a lot of stuff now that allows them to make really good parents. Auto is nice, but there isn't, unless they develop an auto mode. I feel like they're not going to do that. I feel like they're very hands-off for our server. They just translate stuff and that's it. But I don't know if they would go through the effort to make an auto mode for Mant. I would rather just have like Spark rerolling and the super skip to get their careers faster. I saw some announcement for the 17th. Guess I just dreamt it up. I would say we'd probably get... Actually, when was... I want to figure out when was the announcement for the patch. I wonder if I have it bookmarked. No, I don't have it bookmarked. Unfortunate. I wanted to see if I could find where they announced the update. When was it? 11/18? That was the update. Or the maintenance. Ah, they're embedded, so I can't search it up. Alright, let me scroll back up to the news posts. Oh, that misclicked. Oh, 11/18 was the new scenario? When did they announce? the crystals. Oh no, it was the 11th was the update. But when did they announce the update? Oh, the 3rd. So it was a week before.
ここは負けられない一番人気14番ウォッカ。実力は完全に
Yeah, so they announced it on the 3rd. So we'll know. Yeah, emergency. Yeah, that the emergency stream was on the 3rd. Then that's when the announcement went out. Which means we'd probably get it at the start of March. We'd get information on if they were to do a balance patch. I guess like most of the like update stuff should come out like around March 1st. At least that's what I would expect. You know, I usually play on my phone, so I don't have to listen to vodka. I forgot how much it affects me when I just hear the same thing for the past like 2 hours. I feel like at this point I've seen Kidison flash across my screen more than I have seen like people in real life in the past 6 months. I feel like I can draw her supporter card from memory. Like, it's actually, I wish there was like a number that you could see, like how many times you did friendship training with her. How many times I clicked no and doesn't offer to explain the Unity Cup? I mean, it'd just be however many Unity races I've done, right? Which is probably close to like, I don't know. I have 1,700 careers. How many of them would have been in Unity? I think I played more before Unity released. But it's probably like over 700. Can I draw the Bakshin GIF from memory? No. I think the reach on that GIF is a little too much. But no, I doubt I could remember how to draw it. Oh wow, we're getting to the last chain event of Fuku. I have to find little things to be happy about during a parent run. We got Spurt. We got Super Lucky 7. Oh, actually, I guess we don't have Super Lucky 7. I can still fail the 3rd chain event. I need to fix my planner to include the mile. Ugh. We got Highlander, it's the run. I've abandoned those thoughts. I'm going to go to 100. It's better to prep myself for that. I still don't think I've ever seen... I don't think I've ever gotten 3 blue, 3 pink. I've done probably like 500 parent runs now. I don't think I've ever seen 2 3-stars. You have a gold ship. I have a lot of 3-star blues. I think I have more 3-star blues than like the average. But I don't think I've ever seen a 3-star blue, 3-star pink. Oh, I got a prune for skills. Is there a title for that? Alright, there should be enough stats. There's a title for having triple S inherits. I know that one. Which I'm kind of sad. I don't think I have it. Which I'm kind of sad because I ran that Grass Wonder that had triple S. Is it max on the break Fuku? Yeah. This is the deck I'm running for it. I like Bijin for playtime's over, and also to end the event chain, because getting corner depth is nice. Also, I'm ending the event chain because Straightaway Spurt is the second one in Air Shakur. And I think like 1 in 10 runs I miss it, even running this deck. Where like it's 2 event, Fuku usually ends early, 2 event, and then Kitasen. And then like Fuku Rico like makes parenting super easy. Like the only thing this deck is missing is a way to fish for... I don't think we have Uma stand on this run. I don't know if I inherited that the first one. But yeah, it's like Uma stand and Highlander are like the 2 other skills that I would like. But Highlander's a hint that you have to chase, and I mean I could get Uma stand, but King Halo has 0 race bonus. I got Uma stand from the first inherit. I only figure it out once I finish the run. But like I don't like. Oh my god, I can't speak. I don't like bringing King Halo because it just gives no race bonus, and I want to buy No Stopping Me, and it's on. So I'm just banking off of getting Uma stand off the legacy. I just wish there was a better source of Highlander. Also, like if this was digital, that would also be better. What's my total legacy stars for Uma stand? I think I have all. I think these 4 have it. These 4 have it, and the total stars is like 8 or something like that. No, it's 9. I'd say like 80% of the time I get Uma stand. I have a better chance of getting Straightaway Spurt because these 2 Rudolphs have it. Uma stand's like 80-ish. Or an 80-ish%. You have 11 in. Yeah, I get a lot off of this Ogre. Most of the time, if I get Uma stand, it's just off Ogre. Since Ogre and Vodka, I think, have pretty good affinity with each other. Let me see. Yeah, 33 affinity by themselves. I was gonna say I think it's her best. I was gonna say I think it's her best affinity, but I think Daiwa is. I think it would also make sense that Daiwa probably has the best affinity. But I'm pretty sure she's like one of the highest affinities, Ogre and Vodka. One nice thing about parent runs is I love gambling on the trainings. It's something you can't, well, you shouldn't try to do in ace runs. But it feels so good gambling and then, like, it not mattering. Okay, wait, I need to buy Winter Runner to prune. Winter Runner, and what's her other skill? Okay, I don't think I've gotten another skill from her. Please, give me forward march. I wish it was a better source of it. I should have got straining. It's so annoying hit hunting. Okay, do we get the final one? Wow. Plus 21. I got fast learner this run? Oh, I did. I can't wait to get my 0 white spark. I'm so ready for 1-star guts, 1-star late. Alright, last race. Alright. Hopefully I win the Unity so I can get no stopping me. Grab straight away at depth. Any hints? Nope. Alright. Okay, Ishikur has useless hints. I always get baited by Ishikur's hints. Would you have pressure, strategist, intense gaze? Or is it petrifying gaze? I can't believe she has hint level 4 for 3 hints. And they're just all useless. Is she the goat? I mean, I guess if you want the 1 speed 1 power, or was it 1 speed 6 wit? Is that what you get from the stats? There's its on. I feel like I don't get ramp up in my legacies for how often I buy it's on. Like it's supposed to be a 40% chance, right? We'll just do... Yeah, it doesn't really matter what I click. No forward march, unfortunately. Your messages are getting moderated? All I have is the, like, regular YouTube moderation. That's strange. Wait, I haven't changed anything. What? Did they change how... Did they change how it works? Let me look. I don't see anything. Actually, I don't even know how I would. I don't even know how I would change it. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to change the moderation on it. That's strange. Okay, firm, spring, a depth. It's on, no stopping me. Spurt. I think we can just buy everything. Highlander, Uma stand, playtime's over. Yeah. I mean, I might as well just buy Intense Gaze. I think that's like the... I'll just double circle Winter Runner. Oh! Come on. 3-star medium, 1-star power. Oh, at least I got ramp up. Man, I love doing parent runs. Well, I won all but one race too. That run was really good. Unfortunate. 3-star medium. Well, we go back in. Yeah, 1-star blue is rough. I think both of my parents have 1-star blue. Yeah, 1-star stab, 1-star. Yeah. This has just been my looping parent, Winter Runner. Like all these 4 skills have been what I've been trying to loop essentially. Why Vodka as a GP? She has a 1 in 4 chance. Okay, sorry. She has a 1 in 4 chance for Mile, which is like the only spark I care about. And then I'm going for Spurt and Uma stand. She gets Nimble Nav if you fail the Unity Finals for no stopping me. Through her race event. And she comes with Mile straightaways and updrafters for the Mile. Does the relevance of blue sparks decrease over time as you have to get way more stats? No. Starting with Grand Live, every star increases your stat cap. Every star increases your stat cap. Sorry, I'm blanking on the number. I want to say each star gives you 4 stats? Okay, I remember that a 9-star parent gave 48 stats. I guess then that would mean a 3-star gives 16. Okay, so a 3-star would give you 16 stat uncaps. Speed stars become more valuable. It's hard to say. Like if it's a track where if you had stam inherents, you can cut out a stam card. A stam inherent would still be better. But if like there was no stats that you needed outside of your deck, then yeah, you would use speed sparks. But that's where like the relevance of blue sparks start mattering. I mean, it'll never not matter, because it, like, even if you had you know, in the most busted scenario, you would still need sparks to like increase your stam for medium tracks if you don't want to bring a stam card. Now only the rainy day works for the green. Wet conditions works for any conditions that's not firm, but there's 4 different cloud variations. Sunny, cloudy, rainy, snowy. But if the ground is like, what is it? Wet, soft, harsh, I don't remember what the titles are. But all those will be for wet conditions. Yeah, soft, heavy, good. Those are the 3. What's the farming for? Haru. I'm gonna do solo ace Haru for the Dirt CM. What's the strongest Umas for CM10? Strongest Umas for CM10. I mean, Smart Falcon, Summer Marzensky are strong. Ogre can be strong. Triumphant Pulse is pretty good. Taiki can be strong. Probably those. Regular Pasta. Regular Pasta is good, just not good at like a top level. Oh, Digital will also be strong. Digital and Ogre are both like really strong, like gamblers. Does a Speed Start ever gain its relevancy in future scenarios? Currently, right now, like on the Japanese server, it has relevancy to hit the 2000 stat cap. It's definitely more relevant once, like Speed Starts are more relevant once stat caps, like stat cap increases happen. But like Hot Spring stat cap is 1900, so you use some speed sparks to hit 2000. Also because this scenario kind of lets you get away with increasing all of your stats. Or it might just be the power creep of cards as well. That's so weird that I don't know why YouTube is moderating like that. Because I haven't changed anything with how the moderation works. I also just don't know how to access that, unfortunately. Acupuncturist. Give me 2 skills. My bad. My bad. Quarter recovery wouldn't be that bad for the Tenosho Spring. But that's unfortunate. Yeah, I have no idea how to access my chat moderation settings. Running numbers with slashes between them. Stat cap bonus per star. Oh. It's 4 for 1, 9 for 2, 16 for 3. Why is Tamamo considered particularly good for CM11? Tamamo's whole kit is for the Tenosho Spring. Tamamo Cross is a Tenosho Spring runner. The way White Lightning works is that anytime there's a straight after the 50% mark, if you are, I think it's 7th through 6th or 3rd to 2nd, which is, yeah, these two right here, you gain your target speed. So you'll see White Lightning. It usually activates like almost right away. But even like this is the instant proc of White Lightning. It'll always carry over into the late race. And White Lightning's a really good skill to carry over because she has 0.1 Excel attached to her ult. So you enter the race with a bit of speed carryover, so you're already 0.35 target speed ahead. That's essentially... Straightaway Spurt gives you 0.2 acceleration for 0.9 seconds, which means that over the course of 2 seconds, right? 2 seconds, you'll get this much target speed, right? You'll get, in 2 seconds, you'll gain 4 meters of, well, acceleration. But if you enter the late race with 0.35 meters per second ahead already, then you've eventually hit a straightaway spurt into it, and you have 0.1 acceleration with a little bit of carryover here, and you can still hit straightaway spurt. So Tamamo Cross is just like built for this track. She has straightaway spurt in her potentials, and it's just like White Lightning is just really, really strong if it carries over, or if you like proc it before the late race and still are able to use it for part of the late race. It's the same thing as you know, festive miracle, right? Like if you enter with the target speed and the acceleration, like you are just stronger than other people. Must be nice to spook her for free. Yeah, I got 3 of her. She really wanted to run on my account. The only thing is Cross is really hard to build in Mant because she has no mile aptitude and she doesn't have a recovery skill. Wow, I got 4th. So you kind of have to have a really good deck for her. But she's one of the harder to build ones that have a really high cap. You should not be inheriting Ryan. Ryan's ult will happen at 2,250 meters. It has to be on a corner. Like if you are not at your tops, if you're not like close to your top, if you need an Excel all the way over here, I don't think you're winning. Like it's the same thing with angling and scheming. Like if you still needed an acceleration skill after 100 meters, like you're not winning. But Grass Wonder is a good hill. Like Grass Wonder is probably worth it. I'm gonna be inheriting Opera because I have New Year's Opera for a late race ult. What's my team for CM11? 11 is the one we're talking about, right? I think it's better if like you say the title of the track now. The numbers are starting to get mixed up. It's gonna be Cross, Hishi, Amazon, and Ogre Recap. I'm just gonna throw in a Gambler, Pace Chaser, Ogre Recap. I think Tamamo Cross can catch up to a Kitasen Black, so I'm not too worried about building something to stop Kitasen Black. Just on this long of a track, I think Cross can catch up. Just Cross's deck is like so awkward. Cross's both her parents and her deck requires a lot of effort. So I don't think you'll see that many like insanely strong crosses. I feel like to run cross you kind of have to own Super Creek. Kitasen had free pulls? Yeah, I think they had 60. Did I lose the Phillies but won the Hopeless Stakes? Wow, that's so weird. Are there guides out for the dirt race yet? Have they worked on that yet? Should be that different. How viable does it feel to go Creek plus Healer, Grass Inherit on the Tenno String? Show Spring for Tamamo. Healer Grass is fine. Creek is a little awkward. Like because you kind of have to run a second front. Or you'd have to run, wow, this run is significantly worse than the last one. But Healer Grass, you just have to pass somebody. That's not that hard of a condition to fulfill. You have to pass somebody while you're 4th or lower during the mid-race. You should be doing that, especially on Cross with White Lightning. I don't know about Creek, though, because you have to be 4th place. And like you can decide, like you'd have to be forced to 2nd throughout the entire mid-race to guarantee that it activates. Oh, okay, for Maestro. Okay, yeah, I was like, the inherit sounds kind of awkward. That is what I'm planning on doing, is Superior Heal and swinging Maestro. And like these are the stat lines I'm planning on hitting, which should be dual. Wit would probably not be at 1,000. I think I'd have to give up a little bit on Wit. Wit would probably be closer to like 800, which is a little awkward for this track. This track has 2 pretty long downhills. I don't know. I've been running Fuku Kitasen, Freak, Ayabe, Nice Nature, Fine Motion. Yeah, that's the plan of the deck. Which is just a full SSR deck, right? Fuku, Kitasen, Sweet Freak, Ayabe, Fine Motion, Nice Nature. Which is why I want to spend a little bit more time, or I want to finish these parents a little early, because I think it's going to take a couple of runs to get 3. I guess it's 2 gold skills, but my whole deck is SSRs. Or 3 gold skills, because I want Curvature as well. So it's 3 gold skills in a full SSR deck. I think it's going to take a little bit more runs to grab everything. So hopefully by the time Mant rolls around, I'm done with all these parents. Which just gives me a timeline of 3 weeks. I should be done with this within a week. Then I'll spend a week on Ryan, take a little break, and then spend a week on... but not take a break, but it's gonna be Vodka into Ryan, and then I'm gonna use a week on Haru, and then I'm gonna use a week on Opera, and I should have everything ready for the CMs. What's my plan for the Guts? I'm just not gonna pull on it. I personally don't believe in the Guts deck, but don't take like my words as the gospel. I never ran the Guts deck, so I won't be able to give you like any advice for it. I personally don't believe in it. I think Speed Wit was the correct way to play Mant, and that's how I played through it. But yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm not planning on pulling on it because I don't think I'm gonna run it. Guts take is free to play propaganda. Gumjaka. Yeah, I mean I just have no. I mean like for the sprint and the mile, like I ran Guts. Like because for the sprint and the mile, you kind of don't need to run. I mean, like, you can throw in Guts cards, but I don't personally believe in the Guts deck. So, you would have to ask somebody who is saying that that's a better deck for it. I think Speed Wit is just, like, the correct way to play through Mant. I also think you shouldn't pull for anything for Mant. You should just pull for decks that, or cards that are staples in your deck, which is 1 speed, 1 wit. I pulled Fuku because I can afford to pull Fuku and have a wit card. The propaganda never ends. I just hope that, you know, I mean, it'd be interesting to see everyone runs. I just hope that people actually run the Guts deck. I want to see if it's like actually good. But I don't know. Expecting like if everyone was to run the Guts deck, like I feel like I would have expected Global to be significantly stronger if they were gonna grind all that out. Because the Guts deck is a lot more high rolly. Like, you are not going to be consistently hitting 4 stats at 1200. Like, like, Guts deck seems like it would struggle maxing out speed. Unless you're running, like, Speed Guts, and then you just give up on Wit. I don't know. But, like, running 4 Guts, 2 Wit sounds like you're going to struggle hitting the stats. You can max speed if you run the top road SSR. I mean, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you can max speed if you run 2 speed 4 Guts and give up on wit. Oh wait, I almost forgot to race. I don't know. I just don't really believe in the Guts deck. Holy, this run is so... I can't win a single race. average 3 Abe guts and 400 pulls. I mean, you have the same chance of max limit breaking a SSR in 400 pulls than as you do getting 3 guts and 200. It's the coin flip. Fuku isn't that super high roll. I mean, like, all Fuku really does is show up on speed one less time throughout your training career than, like, one of the other options. Like, Pegasus might show up 2 more times on speed. I don't know. I don't, like, you will not be it. Like, I will give you no advice on the Guts deck, because I just, like, I don't think I never run it. What was my pull plan before I got the random nature? I was gonna pull for Fine Motion. Originally, my plan was just have Fine Motion and, Fuku. But with the with 2 copies of Nice Nature, I'm just gonna grab Nice Nature instead. And I'm just gonna completely ignore Fine Motion. It just saves me carrots. But I have enough carrots to pull. I was gonna pull on the Fine Motion banner. It should be fine. I don't think End Closer Haru is stronger during Mant. So I'll probably run Late Switcher Haru for the 2 CMs that I can bring her to with Nice Nature. The more you play Fuku, the more you feel like it's more stable. I mean, it's just like... I mean, she's just a POW card, essentially. Like, you're mainly running her for the initial stats up, so you have a more consistent run. And, like, it'll be very apparent in Mance, like, when you have Fuku, how much more stable your run is. The only high roll part is just her showing up to, like, speed training, which shouldn't really matter if you're running, like, a speed wit deck. I just don't know, yeah, I don't know. Everyone's, like, focusing on her... Do I want to give up this run? Holy. Daiwa has beaten me, like, 3 times now. But, like, everyone's focusing on her event. But, like, the best part about Fuku is that her event can end. Right? Like, you can go for the gamble, but if the event ends, you can get your other skills. Like, if you're running, like, 4 SSRs, it's gonna be less consistent if you need to get to the end of all 4 chains. I don't know. I've been kind of silent about, like, the current stuff being brought about, because it's like, I don't know, it's not worth my time arguing. But there's definitely some takes that I've never seen in my life. Like, I've never seen Guts being... Like, I understand if it's, like, during Project Lark, but, like, for Mant, it just seems insane to me. Like, I think if, like, Global was inherently sweaty, then, like, yes, I can see a Guts deck working, because people will cram out the race, or cram out the runs to hit the godlike rolls and the inspos to get your skills. Wow, we won this event back-to-back. That's crazy. I don't know. I just don't believe in the Guts deck. Unless you're doing it on Christmas Ogre. Like, I will always say, I think Christmas Ogre can get away with it. Christmas Ogre can get away with any deck, as long as you have wit. I don't know, yeah, I think a lot of people put a lot of back, like, okay, sure, you're gonna hit UG1, but, like, the chances that you duel is, like, 40%, and that's, like, giving That's like a very, very generous number. And like that's the like that's your advantage, is that you have a 40% chance to duel. People just see that you don't have to pull for cards. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just awkward because it's like I don't think people don't understand how the like I'm grinding out 10 runs a day. Like even with 5 runs of Manta a day, like I don't think you're gonna be able to hit the high roll that you really want to hit. And those 5 runs, you know, are gonna take 4 hours. Like I didn't realize everyone had 4 hours to to invest into it. But oh well. On the left can only proc during the final leg section of the late race and not during the final sprint section. So you're saying like it would only proc like during this section? Actually, I guess it's better if I look at the race mechanics. Oh, wait, what? On your left. Could you at me in the Discord for it? Okay. Could you add me in the Discord? I don't know. I think the Guts deck is also like a lot stronger if you actually do the parents for it. But I don't know. I just have no faith in Global anymore. Like we are closing in on our 10th CM, and I just have no faith in the competitive aspect of it. Do you not sacrifice a lot of speed for running Mario Limit Break 1? You sacrifice a lot in Grand Live. Like in Grand Live, like Agnes Tachyon will be stronger than a Max Limit Break Mario. But Mario's just better in Grandmasters. Can I talk about Super? Okay. But like, yeah, on it, like as long as you're running 2 speed, like Grand Live's like the only scenario that you realistically want to like get a lot of speed from like Agnes Tachyon. Grandmasters, like you can get away with Mario Limit Break 1 and like Kitasun. Especially since you're gonna probably be running Speed Wit as your deck for Grandmasters. When I was playing in JP or round 1, I can't remember that far back. But it definitely, like, on average, I think, like, I definitely think JP was a lot more competitive. Okay. Super Stand versus Uma Stand is bad, because you only took Uma Stand and not Super Stand. Okay, so for this track, Uma Stand will generally activate like the let me pull it up. Uma Stand activates after 5 seconds. So if it activates in the opening leg here, then yes, Super Stand would not be useful. But this is a mile. You are running Late Surger. There's a high chance that you actually don't proc Umastan right out the gate off of the pace down. Umastan's biggest benefit is that when you pace down and you have other people within your positions, you will be able to proc Umastan and then exit the pace down mode earlier than the people around you. So it depends on like what the meta shifts out. Like if you are the only Late Surger on the track, then Super Stand wouldn't have done anything. Super Stand is only useful if you proc Umastan after the opening leg. So I wouldn't like sometimes the speed is wasted, sometimes it's not. It just depends on like on average where your Umastan procs. I would say like if you had a better skill, like the Umastan's biggest benefit is exiting pace down mode. The speed isn't as important. It's a 3-second pace down mode exiter. Like you wouldn't be grabbing Umastan for a mid-race skill. It's mainly to try exit pace down. I mean, I would test it like and see where your Umastan procs. I think on this track you'd probably proc it pretty early though. I don't think there's gonna be like if there was 6 fronts in every room, you probably won't see Umastan proc as often. Umastan just has a harder time to proc when the front runners hit taking the lead in groundworks, because it's harder to fulfill the near count condition. But just Umastan is fine. It's not that much stronger to, because you're gonna pace down after Umastan anyways, unless you can chain together a whole bunch of stuff. Let me see. Okay, so you can't activate at the gate. Okay, I guess I was wrong then. So it only activates on the 3rd phase. Isn't the meta like 3 fronts due to front Ogre? I think 2 fronts plus a late is, or plus a late or plus an end is stronger. Front Ogre is pretty weak. But triple front also works. I think the issue is just like your triple fronts are what? Ogre, Maru, Smart Falcon, Taiki, maybe. Is OG Ogre better late or end? I think they're both kind of equal. You want really stickily using straightaway Spirit on this track. Like it's good to have straightaway Spirit. I mean, if you're able to get it, then you should get it. But it's not so much stronger that it's like a better position. Ogre, like, the main reason why I'm saying this is because Ogre can't really get Furious Feet. So like, that's one advantage of being an end closer, is that you can try to use Furious Feet. But on your left, Ogre is fine. Standard distance works. It's on ramp up. Straightaway spurt, unyielding. Mile straights. Umastan. Forward march. Oh, I got forward march this run. What's the last skill I should grab? Long corners? Speed Eater sounds useless. What do I do with 120 points? I have no clue. I guess I care more about mile straights than long corners. Aw, man. That's rough. Nimble Nap straightaway spread is pretty good. The 1-star turf is unfortunate. I think I would have used this if this wasn't, if this was a Milespark. That's unfortunate. Is Beyond not usable in Aquarius Cup? Doba. So Dober's conditions allow her to proc her ultimate during the mid race at the final corner. So that's why like it's not recommended. So like if Dober were to run and you were in 6th or 5th place during that final corner, you would proc there. And then obviously as inherited, it would be half as long. So not like Dober can't use it herself, and as an inherit's even worse. What is SU? I don't know what you're... I don't know what SU is. I don't know what that abbreviation means. Oh yeah, Dober's usually used for medium tracks. Like if the final corner is in the is during the mid race, Dober's unique is a lot weaker. Alright, another run. We've done 2 so far. I only wanted to stream for 2 hours. These runs are a little longer. I guess because I have to I'm bringing up stuff to talk about. God, refilling a run is just 10 carats. Yeah. Usually when when we had the double rewards event, I felt like it was like every other run I would get 10 carats. So I didn't even feel that expensive to do another run. Okay. Is moderation still an issue? Like, I generally don't know how to fix it. It says that I have no moderation on. It is? That's so weird. I have no clue, because it says I have no moderation, like, settings on. I finally found the setting for it as well. But it says I have no moderation on. Maybe YouTube hates you. Is paying 10 carats to refill a run net neutral? I wouldn't say it's... I think when the event was running, it was close to net neutral. But every run you do is technically 2 carats. Or every run you complete is technically 2 carats. Because if you go to the missions... Every 50 missions you complete, you get 100 back. Or every 50 careers you complete, you get 100 back. So every career would be technically 2 carats. So it's only realistically 8 carats if you don't give them up. And then, you know, you have a chance of getting the... Well, now it's 5 carats. And I would say you doing a parent run where you're doing 15 G1s. On average, like, you would get the 5 carats every other attempt. It's still like a small negative. But like if I were to pay for every single career I've done in the game, it would be 17,000 carats. I just don't think paying for runs is that, like, it's not that much of a spend. You're too free to play though. But every time there's a new scenario though, it's 6% of one pull. Yeah, I don't know. Like, as long as you're not giving them up, like it's technically 8 carats per run with the mission. But we should be having another half TP off soon. I think the first anniversary is when they started doing half TPs for every scenario. And that's usually like the first month of the first month of the scenario. Okay, as a joke, I was drinking, like, I was gonna take a shot for for every one of these parent runs. But I think 2 is already killing me. I was gonna... I need to pour out the second one. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, because I want to see how long I could last, but I think that... Yeah, I don't think I'm doing this again. It is way too early. I lost my train of thought though. Oh, yeah, I wanted to look at the half TP stuff. So I usually use... Oh, whoops. I usually use this site as my, as like most of my information, the Japanese wiki. It's not translated though. Let me see if I can figure out where it is. Is it this one? Nope. Okay. Let me figure out how to fix this. Why is it not translating for me? I can't read this. Okay. So if we go into training campaigns here, like usually for the anniversary for like a whole month, they will give like a half TP off. So they did it for the first Annie, they did it for the 1.5 Annie or Grand Live. They did it again. I mean, they did it during the New Year's, but the New Year's ones always last like a really short time. They usually last like a week or two. Yeah, you can see it again. They ran it again for the second anniversary. So you should always expect a half TP off for the start of every new scenario. So that'll give you a lot of attempts on trying to learn the new scenario. Which I think is why they do it, right? Because it's a new scenario, they want everyone to be playing it. That's a good way to learn, or use the extra TP to learn. Alright, I think I got 2 more runs in me. I guess we only had 4. That's so weird that the chat is moderated. Still trying to like look at other stuff. Yeah, it says messages in my live chat have no moderation. The only moderation is on comments on videos. I don't even know what that means. Oh, I forgot to prune up drafters. The dream is just Mile Spark, Umastan, Straightaway Spirit. Those are the only 3 things I care about. I'll take whatever blue that it comes with. Well, actually, I prefer a 2-star Mile Spark, but maybe I shouldn't get that greedy. I didn't realize like how bad your odds are when you are chasing like specific skills. I think like getting 1 mile, 1 white spark, or getting 1 mile and 2 sparks is already like a 2% chance. I'm bargaining. Like the reason why I'm going to 100 is because the odds of me hitting... Oh, wait, I'm not skipping. What? What's going on? Huh? Okay. I think the odds of me hitting the Mile Spark, a Straightaway Spirit Spark, and a Umastan Spark is 2%. So I think after 100, like, I should hopefully be able to hit that. But if I attack on Nimble Navigator, which is another skill that I want, it changes my odds to 1%. But I don't think I can go to like... I think it's like 177 is the EV for it, and I don't think I can do that many runs. I think 170 runs of a parent would make me lose my mind. I keep getting... Every time I get Spurt from the inheritances, I always want to take out Air Shakur. Took you a month to get a GP with 3 power, 2 front with 2-star groundworks. It's... I think always getting like the first skill of it is really hard. It's easier when there's a gold version of the skill. And I mean, you're not gonna get Unshakable Stance until like Mihono Bourbon Wit. Cause like getting the blink 20% is rough. What was my most grindy CM I did during JP? Let me look. The most grindy? I want to say it was sometime during Mecha. I played a lot during Mecha, which might have contributed to my burnout. It might have been the Sarima Keenan. The Sarima Keenan during Mecha Musume. I would say that I grinded the most. I don't know. It's just a lot easier with like when you have parents set up, you have, you know, the Agnes Tachyon event, you have Spark reroll. I was not grinding early on. Like I'm grinding a lot more now than I ever did on JP server. When Spark reroll comes out and like Agnes Tachyon starts doing her events, it's a lot easier to do parents. Like I would say this grind was longer than, or will be longer than any grind on the JP server. So I definitely did not have the time to waste doing this grind. it's just so much easier when there's more like tools that you can use. I mean, like, they already introduced stuff early, and they did say that they will be introducing auto run early. Which personally, I feel like they're just gonna introduce it at when they update their Unity and what's the first scenario? URA. So they can just port over their auto run career. But I don't know. Maybe I'm doubting how much effort they're gonna put into the global. So I can imagine they're working on auto for man. It seems like a lot of effort to get it to work right. I'd rather them just bring out Spark rerolls. Oh, I was just, we were almost 3 for 3 on that. Yeah, I think Spark reroll and super skip, so you, like, the game is like 30% faster, are like the two things that would help immensely. Like, auto run doesn't do anything for man. I don't know if people's cards are good enough for an auto run career. Auto runs are a lot better when, like, there's so much power creep that you can't lose a scenario. I just don't know how they would do that for man. Yeah, the Agnes Tachyon event that I'm talking about is the scenario where you get, like, you can increase your parents. Yeah, I mean, super skip will, like, I mean, if on average people take an hour for a run, which, actually, how, no, there's no auto for JP, man. There's only an auto for Unity and URA. Or actually, is there one for Unity? I know there's one for URA. Did they ever put one out for... Because when it released, it was Twinkle Series and Unity. I just don't remember. Or sorry, Twinkle Series and URA. I can't remember if Unity had... They didn't, right? I think it was only URA. I think only URA had an auto mode. How often they come around? I have it in my sheet. Actually, I don't think I have the dates in my sheet. I haven't felt like organizing this. It's usually like once every other month, though. Like every other month it will run. I think our first one is projected right now to be almost December. The end of November is our first. Is going to be our first one, but it's usually every other month. It replaces we still have one more Miracle Showtime. Once Miracle Showtime ends, then Tachyon Sparks will start. But yeah, Auto's only in URA and the scenario that it released in, which is Twinkle Legends. Twinkle Legends, DIY, and Hot Springs have auto. 2027? No, that's not for Tachyon. No, it's this year. 11, 29, 26. Did I auto-translate Kiseki to Miracle? On what? Hello, Capo. Wait, where did I mess up? Oh, for Fuji Miracle Showtime. Well, it's Fuji Kiseki's Miracle Showtime. I guess it's missing the... yeah. Okay, the full title is Fuji Kiseki's Miracle Showtime, but it was awkward to say Kiseki's Miracle Showtime because there's, I don't know. I think there just wasn't a good way to shorthand it. Because I think the full title is Miracle Showtime, right? I guess Fuji Kiseki Showtime sounds better. But let me fix that. Where's the other one? I can't find the other one. Oh, it's probably up here. No, the event sucks. I hated that. Like, I think that event is so annoying. So thankfully it only ran twice. Yeah, I wouldn't really like hold. I mean, I think if you did a parent in Mant, it's worth holding on to, but I don't think like any of your parents now are worth holding on to for the event. It's just so far away. Like it is, you'll be holding on to the parent for 8 months essentially. But it came out during Grandmasters. No clock races for an event, yeah. I don't know. It's just like Racing Carnival is fine because it's like it's not a part of the career. I don't know. I think just like augmenting the career or like having to do runs specifically for your event just feels like such a waste of time. Like I think it's fine if like the event requires you to like do runs, but changing how you do the runs just feels like a waste of time. They should do an event to increase spark rates. Like, what's our next event that will augment the runs again? In-game events. I like the trainer proficiency exam isn't like augmenting the run. I mean, like it's annoying doing the first couple of ones, but like you can do like team trial parent, or you can do team trials in them or for them until you get to the free exam, and then you can just do regular runs for the free exam. So I feel like that's fine. I don't know. I like the trainer proficiency exam. Though it is kind of annoying because like you do have to do a lot of runs. But yeah. Usually the trainer proficiency exams release like a month after a scenario. That's gonna be how it goes for like the next or for every trainer exam now. That they will always release a month after the scenario starts. Until we start switching over to the 4-month scenarios. Once we switch over to the 4-month scenarios, they'll release with the or the shorter scenarios. They'll release with the scenario. And then I think after the trainer proficiency exam, our first new event is like the this Smart Falcon event where like you have a fan goal that everyone needs to hit. You're over to the Unity scenario. How did JP last this long? Yeah, I think the first 3 are like probably. It's just awkward because Unity is just URA, but like with some slight different mechanics. Like, Mant was a good step in that they changed up how the game worked, but I do think they changed it too much. Which, I think they realized, because they've never reran Mant. Or never reran, like, how Mant works. Like, the first three I do think is, like, the weakest scenarios. And then we'll hit scenarios which I just simply dislike. I don't know. For everyone who, like, I didn't realize there was that much hate for Grand Live. I thought Grand Live was fine. Like, I definitely think the worst two scenarios I've played in this game was Grandmasters and Twinkle Legends. I think those two are, like, equal. Not equal. Maybe Twinkle Legends was worse than Grandmasters. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I liked Grand Live. I personally like Grand Live, but I'm being told that, like, a lot of people didn't like it. Or at least with yesterday's stream, people were telling me that people didn't like Grand Live. Like, I felt like Grand Live was fine. There's a little bit of RNG, but it's not like... It's not as bad as Grandmasters and Twinkle Legends. Those two scenarios are... Those scenarios sucked. Twinkle Legends was rated very high in Japan. Really? Like, I thought Twinkle Legends sucked. Like, Grandmasters and Twinkle Legends both carry, like, the same concept of you're like following one of the three wisdoms. Or, I don't know how to explain it, but, like, I thought both those scenarios were just extremely boring and, like, extremely annoying to play through. Yeah, I don't know if there's a polling system. I just personally just like those two scenarios. I don't think I'm taking a shot after this one. I'm starting to get it a little crazy. Lark seems the most... I think a lot of people didn't like Lark either. But I felt like I was fine with Lark. I like Lark because of how short it was, but I think it does have a little bit of RNG. My stream dead? Or is the game dead? What's going on? Huh? The entire game went down? Did everyone's crash? Or is it just mine? Okay, let me restart it. Yours crashed 5 minutes ago, your game's okay. Some people got kicked, some people didn't. Oh, I'm able to get back in, so I guess it's fine. Weird. It is Tuesday, yeah. But usually it's at like 1 PM. Like, it's usually like right when I finish up work that their maintenance is going. Alright, let's try to get 600 wit. Okay. This is our 38th run, I think. Yeah, I'll probably try to hit 45 today. Hit 45. Do I have forward march? Familiar ground. No forward march. Yeah. Spring runner, winter runner, please. Please give me forward march. No. Okay. This is 38 runs, and let's assume I've taken 20 minutes on each run. I've played vodka. I kind of want to think about it anymore. 13 hours. I've done 13 hours of vodka. Oh wow, she beat the Bittermelon and the cone. Alright. Man, I can't wait till an encroaching shadow card comes out so I don't have to farm this anymore. I can't double circle that. Uma stand, playtime's over. Do I care about ignite speed? When does that come out? Hishi Amazon Power, I think it's the first card, which makes it a little easier to parent it, at least until Narita Taishin comes out. Whatever, I don't care what I do for the last one. Just pull for Taishin. Man, that ramp up updrafters, really. I'm pretty sure I have I don't even know where it would be. One of these got no whites, right? That's what I ended the stream last time with. Where is it? Wait, what is this one? Oh, I thought that was straight away Spirit. Late Surger 1 star. Didn't one of these have like... Wait, what is this one? Oh, kind of useless. Oh, I have no idea where it is. Yeah, it was the one that Jaka cursed me with. I don't think I can find it. Was it before? Before the one that I have? Okay, I don't think I should be searching through all these. Like, the average white sparks aren't that bad. It's just getting the pinks and hoping that you roll the average whites. Like this one hit 3-star Mile, but no whites and a 1-star Stam. Oh, here it is. This one was crazy. Got a sticker that one? Nah. How is Duramente comparable to Pasa? Well, I mean, I don't think... I personally think Pasa is stronger. That's what I have on my review. But she's just still... She's stronger in friendship training, is about it. Pasa, I think, is stronger. I think her unique effect is, like, actually very, very strong. Like, I think a lot of... Like, I think not having this unique effect, like, is really bad for Duramente. But I still think it's pretty comparable. But Pasa does get the skill point bonus and the all stats bonus. What about their golds? Pasa has Professor of Curvature. Never Give Up is technically better. Check works on, like, one track. It works on, or 2 tracks. It works on Tokyo tracks on the 2200 and the kind of the Derby. But it's Professor of Curvature versus Never Give Up, and Never Give Up is technically the better skill because it happens during the mid race. But like there's like barely any difference between Curvature and Never Give Up. But like I mean, my personal review of it is like you only pull for it if you didn't have El Condor Pasa's speed. But she trains speed a lot better. She has 120 specialty priority compared to Pasa's 65. It's just Pasa is so much better as a cross training and better at giving SP because they both have the same race bonus. But yeah, I would I would rather you just save for like if you wanted to upgrade, even Vivlio's speed would be significantly better. But at that point, I think you just wait for Still in Love. Need to get used to calling second scenario climax. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay. Under my filter. No cards matching the filter. What? Okay, I thought I got like removed. Oh. Well, no, the official title is Track Blazer, I'm pretty sure. But people don't say climax, because it's just an awkward word. Which is why usually we call it man. Climax is just a weird word to use in certain scenarios. Like, I don't know, saying something that you're doing something like for climax is awkward. But I don't think like I don't know. I don't know if the new name will like I understand Unity being used instead of Aharu, but I feel like well hopefully we keep Mant. I don't know. I'd be really sad if we use Track Blazer. But I guess Mant isn't a really good way to describe the third scenario. I think when they translated it as make a new track, they wanted it to be more like choose an event, like choose your own tracks. But make a new track kind of sounds like you're like building a race course. Yeah, this is that GP vodka. Translation is like I feel like it's supposed to be like choose your own races type thing. I don't know what they would say for that. I don't know. I definitely am more used to calling the third scenario Mant than I was calling the second scenario like Haru. Yeah, Track Blazer is honestly Track Blazer is like an actually good translation of how like the scenario works. 3 wit, 2 speed, 1 guts, or 2 guts, 1 speed. I mean that is a speed wit deck. You're saying 3 wit, 2 speed. That is a speed wit deck. Like, you can throw in guts if it's like a sprint or a mile, but that's like the conventional deck is to run 2 speed, 2 wit is like your conventional deck, and then you have 2 flex cards. But wasn't he also the one saying that you should run a guts deck? I'm confused now. But that like the 2 speed, 2 wit is the conventional deck. Like that's the deck I recommend people playing. 2 speed, 2 wit, and then throw in whatever you want for the last two. But I thought he was the one who said that you should be running a Guts deck. Now I'm good. Just that it's viable? Oh, okay, wait, who? Okay, actually, I don't know. I don't really watch other content creators. I think if like they had a Word doc or something, then I'll read it. But I'm not gonna watch a video. But I definitely think, like, at least how I played through the scenario was 2 speed, 2 wit, 2 flex. And then whatever you needed in those 2 flex cards, you threw in whatever. The ref doc is also pushing the Guts deck. I don't know. Like, I think... Like, obviously you can hit the high roll, but like you could hit the high roll with a Guts deck now. Like, I don't know. Showing a high roll deck is just... I think it's just a bad... Like, it's just in bad faith. But it's whatever. I'm gonna be really sad if the Tendo Show Spring doesn't have Big Sam though. I feel like that is the what, like that is quite literally the only track where Big Sam matters. A 2200 in raining conditions when we don't have that much like stat creep. I feel like this is the only time Big Sam makes sense. I don't know. I think it's also that like I don't know. Like, do they even play? Did they even play for the grind? Like, it would make sense if like they were showing a build that they grinded for. But like, I don't know. Just like finding the biggest high roll of the deck, and then being like, yeah, it happened. Feels very like bad faith to me. Because, like, at the end of these 100 runs, I can be like, oh yeah, Global is so lazy at farming parents. Look at this vodka that I made. But it's like I spent 40 hours on it. Like, I feel like it's just bad faith if I do that. And, like, I feel like that's, like, by extension, them, like, showing a high roll deck is, like, in that same vein. I don't know. Maybe everyone will love Mance. Maybe I just don't understand, and everyone will love the third scenario and love to chase high rolls. I feel like I haven't been getting Night Owls recently. Like, they really nerfed Night Owl rates. Man sucks as your Oshis are on dirt racers. Yeah, the only option is to get your turf up. If your Uma can only run sprints and miles, it's honestly not that bad. You lose out on a little bit of G1s and like 5 races. Because like every time there's a medium race, there's usually a mile race as well. The worst is just if you can't run turf. Arcana is actually really pushing Guts that hard. Like every time I look on like, I don't know, sometimes when I like look at advice, where like people looking for advice, it's just like, oh, will this deck work? And then it's 3 Guts, or like it's 4 Guts, 2 Wit. So maybe like I'm seeing too much of it. But I feel like a lot of advice is like people trying to run gut stacks. And like it's understandable if like you don't own cards. But like they're throwing away all their cards to run the gut speed like what deck. I don't know. I feel like right now, like, I've seen a lot of stuff on Gutswick. Three. Yeah, also I think I just see too much of the Vegas card. Like saying like, oh, this card is actually the most important card for this scenario. And it's like I don't know if you should be pulling 200 on a banner for Vega. Because you are not getting 3 copies in 100. If it even ups to 100. I think on the when I played it was 60 pulls on the banner. And it's like you're not getting 3 copies in 60 pulls. I don't know. I just it's gonna be unfortunate. Like the odds of you max limit breaking it off of that banner is pretty rough. Yeah, it's a 1% rate up. Like even if you had 2 gold crystals at 200 pulls, like it's a coin flip to get 3 copies. Yeah, it's on the Naruto top red banner. I don't know. I haven't been looking at like online stuff anymore. It's like everyone just asks for pull advice and then everyone says to pull on Ayabe Guts. And it just does Ayabe get better in later scenarios? No. This is the only scenario you would ever use it in. Actually, no, you might use it in La Arc. You might use it in La Arc, but like most of the times you're not running more than 1 Guts card. And like if you were to run a Guts card, you would just run Haru. But SRs are kind of weak, like honestly when like Grand Life starts. When they increase the stat caps, SRs get really weak. Go do free pulls on your top road. Nah, you should let them disappear. Alright, we're closing in on our... Oh wait, this is still classic here. I was gonna say we're closing in on our last run, but I'm only halfway through. Is Maximum Break Creek enough for 10% spring with a 20% stamp growth rate? You should be able to hit like 1050 with 20% stamp growth rate and just Creek. Creek is just like one of the best cards to train Stam with. I would say you would want Stam inherits, like I'm saying you hit 1050 with like mostly Stam inherits. If you don't have inherits, then no, Creek will not be able to solo carry you. But if you have all Stam inherits and just Creek, you should be able to hit it without a second Stam card. What's my deck looking at the beginning of Grand Live? Grand Live will be Tachyon, Tachyon Light Hello, or sorry, Tachyon Kirisin, Nice Nature, Mr. CB, Light Hello, and then the last one's a Flex slot. And then depending on growth rates, I drop a card. The flex slot is just a win or a... Wow, I got 9th. Well, the flex slot is another win card that I would borrow, or another speed card that I would probably also borrow. I don't think I'm going to run Fuku in Grand Live. Fuku really is just a one and done. But it's so nice for parent runs. Not that I'm winning these consistently, apparently. Is CB better than Nice Nature if you have fine motion? I think CB would have to be like close to max limit break. Like if you're comparing like a CB limit break 1 to Nice Nature and max limit break, like Nice Nature would win. But if they were both max limit broken, Mr. CB would probably be better. Cause you're not really racing in Grand Live. You kind of have to train in Grand Live. But if your Mr. CB isn't max limit broken, I wouldn't use it. I think only if it was max limit broken would I use it over Nice Nature. CB is for skills? Yeah. Generally, yes, CB is for skills. I mean, yeah, obviously if you were running an end closer, you have to run CB over Nice Nature. But in terms of like pure strength at equal, Nature wins at all levels. But I guess what, 10 training effectiveness versus 30 mood effect? Right, that's the difference. 30% of 20. I think I'd rather run CB at max limit break over Nice Nature for max limit break if you didn't care about the skills. How many miles price am I prepping for top? I would theoretically want 10, but I'm probably just gonna do 7. I think Mile B is fine. Mile B, and if you buy Straightaway Spurt, should be consistent enough on mile races. But I would want Mile S, or sorry, Mile A if I could. Just to be more consistent. I think Mile B is copable. I think Mile C is like... I think Mile C is useless. I think you have to have Mile B. Did I get Uma stand for my inheritance? Like, I'm pretty sure I got the Straightaway Spurt. I think if you were to run... Oh, I didn't get an Uma stand. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think if you're to run an Uma for miles that can't run miles, like you need to bring it up to B at the bare minimum. I think like I did probably 3 runs on Symboli at 300 speed for the early miles, and like I usually lose half of them on mile C. Oh, in those 3 runs, like on average I lost 3 of them. Which is like a decent chunk of shop tokens that you miss out, especially the early ones. You did 2 on Symboli? 3-4 wins on the first 6. Yeah, I'd say like you lose half of them. I mean, I guess I didn't test Mile B, but 20% more speed when I was losing by like a head usually, I think should be enough. So I guess I didn't fully test it out. One more wit from Nice Nature, maximum break, but one more speed from Mr. CB. Yeah, I think I'd still rather run Mr. CB just because CB has +1 SP from training, which kind of I think outweighs the 10 race bonus you get from Nice Nature. 10 race bonus, or you, what? 10 race bonus is... Well, actually 10 race bonus is like 50 SP if you do the bare minimum races. Am I max limit breaking Mr. CB? Probably not. I think my borrow slot's gonna be used for a wit card. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull for the... Because if I pull for the speeds, I can use my borrow on a wit card. But it's kind of unfair to compare a max limit break card to a limit break 1 card. Like, if you compare, you know, any max limit break card to a max limit break Marozensky, like, Marozensky's not gonna be that strong. Like, obviously the card that has 3 more copies should be stronger. It's really weird to play this game without fine motion. I was not expecting my account to be fine motionless. Hmm, 10% TE, I think, kind of... I guess it's like a couple percentage more than 30 mood effect. I don't know. I don't think it's worth bringing CD past like limit break 2. Once you get the +4 wit recovery, the last 2 levels don't really do much. Can't decide on the fine mode, you can max limit break with all your resources and try to get a pity. And if you get 3 copies, max limit break Creek. I mean, Creek is only going to... You're only going to use Creek for the Tenno Show Spring. I guess if you're running an Uma that needs Stam, you might run Creek for like the Derby. I don't know. I think if you have the extra carrots, it's worth rolling for the Fine Moon banner. But getting 3 copies in one and then getting 3 copies in one and then I mean, it's a free borrow slot, but you're not gonna use Creep that much that I would invest everything into it. Okay, it's just mainly me like getting 3 copies in 200 is a little gambly. Like if it was 2 copies, I think it would be fine. But I wouldn't gamble to try to hit 3 copies, I think. Yeah. Like, you're I wouldn't say you bricked your account if you don't get the 3 copies, but it is... Actually, if you only get 2 copies on it, and then you use a ticket for it, that's not like the worst case scenario. Because, like, yes, you won't be able to max limit break your creek, but you'd be able to save your crystals, right? I was like, okay, so you get 3 copies and you max limit break both cards, or you get, you know, 1 or 2 copies and you save your crystals, which is pretty good. So I think I personally value the crystals over, like, a lot. I say that, but I'm about to spend 1 of them. Got 4 Kitas on the OG banner, you'll expect the same on everything. Yeah, obviously. There's not much to pull on during that, unless you want Marzensky or Mr. CV. You can kind of get away with pulling for Umas. Grand Life too. Grand Life kind of doesn't really have much to pull on. So you're not like out of luck, or you're not like scrounging to get to save carrots. Alright, this is our last run. Hopefully I get something. I guess, yeah, Nishino, Ballroom Seiyun, King Halo Cheer, like, are good to get. Yeah, King Halo Cheerleader, you know, Nishino Power, where Seiyun Sky, Ballroom, Kitas in Black, original. I mean, I don't think you're playing 3 different positions. Like, I would try to get 1 of those 3. Now, Tachyon is Grand Life's card. Man. 3 selectors. Yeah, you only get 2 selectors, but I'm assuming they're talking about the crystals. Alright, another 1-star wit. Oh! Alright, still nothing good today. My best vodka is still this one here. This one's still my best vodka. Which, what, has Winter Runner cornered up Nimblenev? And then I did 14, oh no, I did 19 more runs afterwards and none of them are better. What am I at? 41 runs? I'll do 4 more today, I think. Unless I can get 9 more to get a hit good 50. Yeah, I'm cutting myself off at 100. Like, if at 100, how many more? 59 more. I think, like, I'm fine with settling on this one. Like, obviously I would want straightaway Spirit, but my other GP will have it, and then hopefully my Ryan can get it. What am I looking to improve? I wanted either Spurt or Uma Stand. Like, one of these 2 skills. I think I would have settled on it, but without either of them, I think it's too awkward to run this one. Because, I mean, they're all relevant, I guess. But I think, like, I would want one of these 2. But the dream is to have both of them. Like, I think if one of them was attached to this one, I would have stopped. But the dream is to just have both of them with the Miles Spark. But if I hit 100 and I don't hit, I'm just gonna run this because it's more important to get this onto Orion than it is to have it in a GP. I just want to hit a better roll because I want to reuse it for cross. That's fine. 59 more runs. Like, I should really get that done by next week. Then I'll do Ryan for the next week. And then I'll be able to work on my Haru. Man, I don't even know who to use my hint books on. I just use it on Tail 9. Should I make Cross stronger? Hopefully, there's gonna be the anniversary event, which is gonna use a decent bit of FP and club points. I think it's like 4,000 club points and 40,000 friendship points. So you should try to hold on to those for the anniversary shop that comes out next month. I think there's also like the money shop, which is like 400k. But hopefully you guys have that. Haven't decided my dirt blockers. It's for sure Summer Marzensky. I think I'm just gonna run Taiki Shuttle. Taiki Shuttle isn't that great as a front runner. But I'm not trying to like win with her, and Mile Maven changing gears is good enough. Like, I think I'm gonna have a lot more SP than I'm gonna be able to use. So I think buying like these 3 skills and then it's on. Like Taiki at least gets it's on those 3 skills. So it should be fine. And I'll just run. So it's gonna be this and then Marzensky with Mile Maven, Speed Eater. Corner of Recovery. Is the chance of Taiki accidentally wins low? If I don't buy angling, I assume I shouldn't be winning. Like, I'm not buying angling on either of them. I guess if Taiki's in 3rd, there's a chance, but without angling to close it out, I don't think she should win. And like, I'm just gonna speed wit max. Or sorry, power wit max. Like, I really doubt like a 1000 speed Taiki without angling and scheming should win, even in 3rd place. I would be very sad if I won with a blocker. Yeah, we will be double blocking for her unique. And also to stop Pasas, because I think Pasa is going to be pretty jobber. Like, I think it was... like, the two for Yumas are Haru and Pasa. In terms of dirt. And then, like, maybe people selected Ogre. There's just not that many dirt racers, so... I think shutting down Pasa and then obviously shutting down the front runners is my best shot. I think, like, Marzensky is, like, my main front runner shutdown. Taiki's just there to hopefully occupy 2nd place. Just to not get... I think if there's a Pasa which gets blocked out from 1st place for angling, like, I don't think a plancha from 2nd is too scary. Runaways won't be common. I mean, Suzu has G-Dirt. It's the same, like, the chances of Suzu... I mean, it's like the same vein as somebody making a Haru work, right? Going from G to A. Well, I guess it's a little bit easier because you have Affinity. But you can bring this up to C, and then you have to hit double sparks to get up to A. I think for a blocker, Dirt B is probably good enough. But you shouldn't really see that many Suzus. I don't... like, you should mostly just see, you know, Smart Falcon, Pasa, Probably Summer Maru, because everyone pulled on her for some reason. And like probably Ogres. Maybe Haru's. Though I wouldn't really run Haru. Yoyo's Haru is pretty good with her ult. Yeah, I think I do sometimes look at my Discord and there's a significant amount of you guys running running Suzu on the track, which is interesting. But I don't think you should be finding that many Suzus. I think it's like mostly Pasas, Smart Summer Marzenskis, and Smart Falcons. And then occasionally you'll see like an Ogre or a Digital. I think some people are doing Gold City. Because she has a D. Oops. Yeah, I like you shouldn't really see that many Suzus. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's stream. The next time I'm gonna stream is at CM start. But I had to stream... When does this happen? I had to stream 7 hours after the CM starts. So for me, that's this Friday at 9:30 p.m. PST. So I am going to be at jobber hours for the Capricorn Cups, at least on the first day. The second day, I should be able to be at CM start. The third day, I have to go back to jobber hours. And then the fourth day, I'll be at CM room open starts. Unfortunately, for the first day and the third day, I cannot stream at the start of this CM. So for the so for next stream, it's just going to be jobber hours at Force of the CM. But yeah, I mean, is it really? I mean, the jobber hours is just people who have no wit and no gamble excels, right? Or just actually, I can't even say just gamble excelled and no mummy or plancha, because a instant turbo sprint or an instant rushing gale will beat you. If an Uma can win if they had no skills and just turbo sprint, there is a chance they win because you can miss your own skills. But anyways, thank you guys all for watching today. I will catch you guys when the CM starts. Bye bye.